Hey folks, I'm back. I survived. And once I was starting to feel better, one of the first things I did was go record shopping. Of course, right? And my last video I showed you stuff that I got at the record show, and I had gotten some things before, and I got some new stuff. So I thought I'd come on, say hello, show a few records. This won't be a super long video, I hope. So yeah, let's just get started. And I didn't even know this was coming out until I went to Grammys, and there it was, the new Solstice. God, I'm not going to be able to read this title. It's their new one on Season of Mist. Icelandic. Not quite metal. I don't know how to describe these guys. I really like their last record, Ota, a lot. Raved a lot about it. This is maybe not quite as grand and blow you away. It didn't blow me away like that record did, but maybe I had great expectations for it. It's really, really good. I really like what these guys are doing. I don't know what they're singing about, but it's really good. I highly recommend it. All right, and then Grammys has been putting stuff on sale that's been sitting around for a while, and this was $3, and I thought, well, come on. Look at that cover. The cover alone is worth $3. This is Piran, the Mother of Virtues. Their 2014 album on Relapse. 245 RPM, gatefold, colored vinyl, the whole Relapse thing. This is really intense. I don't know how to describe it really. It's like avant metal. There's like certain almost jazzy elements. Well, jazzy in the way that like sometimes Meshuggah can have like these instrumental parts that are kind of jazzy. You know what I mean? You metal heads out there. Some like technical death metal kind of stuff, and I was reading a review that said that the song structures were complex, bordering on incomprehensible. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I dug this, and for $3, I mean, come on, jeez. All right. And went around to my, my locals, and I found some things. This was a really nice find. Bobby Hutchinson, Happenings. Not an original 1965 or whatever, 66. It's not a blue and white. It's a blue label, Liberty era pressing, but in like really, really nice shape. And this is one of my favorite albums by one of my favorite musicians. This has Bobby Hutchinson on vibes and marimba, Herbie Hancock on piano, Bob Crenshaw on bass, and Joe Chambers on drums. I mean, what a killer lineup. And they do this beautiful cover of Maiden Voyage, and then The Omen, this last track, is like out there in that kind of 60s Blue Note fashion. I mean, this record has it all for me. I mean, and I just love Bobby Hutchinson so much, and so glad to add that to my collection. Haven't spun this yet, but I couldn't resist. John Coltrane, First Meditations for quartet. This is a posthumous issue on Impulse from 1977. That sticker is kind of unfortunate, but this cover's terrible anyway, right? I mean, so this is an earlier version of Meditations with just the quartet, and it's sublime. I mean, I've had this on CD forever, and nice to have it on vinyl. Although, like I said, I haven't spun it yet. I did play this though. I couldn't leave this behind. I mean, John Coltrane with Sparrows Lot in Seattle. An original promo copy on Impulse from, it was recorded in 65, came out in 71. this is intense too. Again, I've had the CD forever, and it's more complete, and it sounds fine, even though it's not a great sounding recording. But I couldn't leave this there. I couldn't. I just, you know, it was filthy, and so not expensive, but it cleaned up great, really. This is, you know, late period Coltrane. You know, he still got McCoy and Elvin on board, but this is right when they're about to leave. Because he's bringing on extra musicians, and McCoy, in fact, leaves the stage if he's not soloing and comping behind Coltrane. He just like says, "I'm out of here." But that kind of makes it interesting. Yeah, so pretty excited about that. And this was another record I couldn't just leave behind. Like I've said before, organ jazz isn't really totally my thing, but Larry Young, he's special. Groove Street on Prestige. This is again not an original. This is originally released in 1962. This appears to be 70s, 80s issue. No barcode. I can't really tell. Sounds really good. It's, you know, got that Chitlins vibe, but it's Larry Young, so it's not just you know, chitlins and gravy and, you know, blues changes and stuff. It's I'm not familiar with any of these players here. Thornell Schwartz on guitar, Bill Leslie on tenor, Jimmy Smith on drums. Not that Jimmy Smith. All right, that was nice. Now this was another interesting find, and dodgy, unofficial, apparently, according to Discogs, but it looked too good to leave behind. Yeah. So this is, well, it makes it look like the band is wired for improvisation. What this is the third of a 3 LP box that Deutsche Grammophon put out in 1974. And I don't know, I haven't really researched that box except when I saw how expensive it is to get. But this is a group comprising Karl-Heinz Bottner on guitar, etc., Mike Lewis on Hammond organ, Michael Ranta on percussion and stuff, and the only name I really recognized was Connie Clank, the Diabolus in Musica, live electronics recording supervisor. I was like, yeah, I need this. Now, supposedly it's unofficial, but it's from Analog Masters, and it sounds really good. I mean, I'd love to have that box, but and so it's just what it sounds like. It's European style free improvisation, not free jazz. It has nothing to do with jazz. It sounds more like Stockhausen than Charlie Parker. Really, really good, really dynamic, really interesting, and not for everyone, but rang my bell. All right, and here was a great find. There's this store that I go to all the time that can be really like, but occasionally, case in point, really stoked to find this. Steve Tibbetts, the original private press from 1980 on Framus Enterprises out of Minneapolis, with Steve Tibbetts' own artwork and stuff. I've had the ECM reissue with different artwork, and I'm not sure if they remixed it or not. This sounds freaking great. And so, yeah, Steve Tibbetts. I don't know if you know about Steve Tibbetts. If you don't, you should check him out. Made a bunch of records for ECM. But his debut is, it's instrumental, but it's not jazz. And there's fuzzy electric guitars sometimes, but it's not really rock. And there's tablas, but it's not really world music. It's fusion. He's his own guy, and he's got his own vision, and it was fully realized from the get-go. This is a really great record. I'm really psyched to have the private press version of it. Score. All right, just a couple more. I've been looking for this for a while now, actually, and it used to be so common. Well, I remember when it came out, but so John Hassel and Brian Eno. What is it called? Fourth World, Volume 1, Possible Musics. I have Volume 2, really nice copy of Volume 2. This jacket is tatty. But the vinyl cleaned up great, sounds great. So this is from also 1980. Great stuff. You know, ambient, electronic, sort of world fusion elements and stuff. You know exactly what to expect. John Hassel with Brian Eno. So yeah, nice. Finally have that. And finally, yeah, I collect these guys. Didn't have it. Had to get them. Spirit of 76. Mercury, obviously from 1976. Double LP. Essentially just Randy California and the drummer, Cassidy. His father-in-law, I guess, right? This is one you see around, but I've been waiting around for a clean copy, and this is a really nice copy. Actually, it's a white label promo. Actually, I'm going to show you the label. I think it's only 11 minutes. Pardon the ripping sound, but yeah, I'm going to show you the label because it's an interesting promo label. So yeah, I remember Rodis, hey man, over in New Zealand showing this record and being like, I don't really like it very much. All right, so here we go. It's the, it's not a white label, but it's sort of like they've washed out all the colors and it's like blue and white with motion copy not for sale. It's just... And you know, it's a double album, so you're gonna get some sprawl. But I quite liked it. You know, Rodney said, you know, and there's a lot of Americana on here. It's a lot of like, you know, commenting on state of America and the bicentennial, all that kind of stuff. And you know, he does these arrangements of America the Beautiful mashed together with The Times They Are Changing, and there's a bunch of covers on here. It closes with Star Spangled Banner, but very curious arrangements. You know, it's not. I think Randy California was a freaking genius. So I was really, especially after hearing what Rodney had to say about it, wasn't expecting much, and I quite liked it. I quite enjoyed it, and especially in the context of the whole discography, which I'm slowly putting together. You know, at least up until the end of the '70s. Yeah, you know, I think if you can dig on that kind of, you know, it's Americana, but it's not Americana. It's not like rootsy. It's weirder than that. But it's kind of a one-man band thing, and lots of great guitar playing. You know, what can I say about that? All right, I'm going to finish with a 7-inch I found at Hound Dog Hoover's a while ago. But I gotta show it because it's just so cool. Love. 7 and 7 is from 1966 off their Da Capo record, I believe. In just mint condition. I mean, aside from this beady hole through the label, I'd never seen that before. This was unplayed. And to make it even cooler, it has its original stock sleeve, but it has B-side number 14, which was an outtake from their first album and never got released again until CD era sometime. So, like, you know, non-album B-side, that's the kind of thing that makes these 7-inch things attractive. You know, and it sounded really good. Mono, yeah, killer. All right. See, now I've gone to 15 minutes. Well, anyway, it's good to be back. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry if I'm talking funny, but yeah. Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye.